fine. It's fine.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Again, I have Ebby Reviews. It's our Wednesday night chat about the TV show we can't stand and the foolishness we see in these social media streets.
Fix it, Holy Ghost. She said it is time for the show that we can't stand.
I
You
don't know
know,
why we do it to ourselves. It ain't nothing else on, and Ebby don't watch Big Brother, so we got to talk about
Murray, I don't watch Big Brother.
Love and
I just
Majesty.
canceled my TV service. Listen, because I was paying 70, and I wouldn't. The only show that I watch is like Ready to Love, this show. You maybe watch Summer House, but
House is nice.
and then what's the other one?
You watch Bell Collective.
Barely.
You watch. Of course, we're getting ready to watch The Ultimatum in a few
Mhm.
weeks.
But that's on Netflix. That's not like come on TV. And so the little bitty shows that I watch that's on TV is not $72 a month worth. It's not
Yeah,
that service. But I was only keeping the service because my parents watch it all the time. And so I halfway be paying that bill. So I don't know it be off until my parents call me and be like, it's off again. Okay, cool. And they got aggravated with me because I don't be paying attention to the bill and I don't have it like on auto pay. And so they was like, well, we're gonna do it ourselves. We want our own service. Absolutely. Canceled mine, removed them from my plan, and then walked them through how to get it for themselves. So I'm not paying $72 a month for some
you
shit.
watch Drag Race when it come on.
That comes on Paramount Plus.
You watch the regular season on Paramount Plus or just
Oh
all?
no, I watched that on VH1, but that's okay because my daughter got Philodidos, whatever it's called. She got that, and that's only $25 a month. So
Let's talk about that next because Detroit on my nerve, and Glenda making me hungry talking about wings for Big Brother.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight for Big Brother, but I'm gonna find something. I need to cook, but I don't feel like it.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know what I'm eating either. Let me tell you how trifling I had, but what I've had to eat today. I
Okay,
we ordered pizza last night, so I had some breadsticks around 11 o'clock this morning from dinner last night.
that's it.
That's it. I'm sorry.
I'm sitting here listening like,
And then my friend had the nerve to call me and talk about you got the skinny neck, big head situation. That I guess that was him telling me I'm losing weight. And he's like, don't get too skinny, then your neck not gonna be able to hold your head up. I said, oh.
I could use a skinny neck, big head situation.
Listen, he said your neck is getting a little too small.
He's trying to say you about to be on the bobble.
I said, well, oh, come on. I said, I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Because I'm actively trying to. I'm about to clothes.
Do not disturb.
I'm gonna
I'm
go.
gonna miss the first 15 minutes of Big Brother, y'all. And if y'all looking for a Big Brother chat, we not about to talk about it because y'all know I like to fast forward anyway. But I'm gonna watch Big Brother later and be on Twitter later with y'all.
What's today? Today is Wednesday, so the live show is on Thursdays, right?
No, they come on tonight. Tonight is the
No,
premiere.
it come on 45 times in a week. So the live show is tomorrow, right? Ain't it? Or Friday?
Well, the live show is tonight because they're moving into the house live.
Okay. Oh, today's the first episode. Oh,
yeah.
This is a bunch of filler bullshit then.
No, this is when we first get to meet the people, look at the house.
Exactly what I just said. A bunch of filler bullshit.
You ain't no Big Brother super fan.
I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna try it. They come on too many days in a week. And then they get behind, and then you don't figure out who won HOH. And if you want to know, you really want to know, you got to go to the lives and finish watching the competition.
All you got to do is go to Twitter.
Aggravating the fuck out.
All you got to do is go log on Twitter, and everything you want to know about Big Brother is right there.
First of all, Listen, I don't go on the Bluebird app. Almost never. I don't like it.
And I
Well,
stay
it's not even the Bluebird anymore. It's an X that belongs to Mark Zuckerberg. So
Is that why him and Elon Musk want to fight? He took over his app.
no, I don't know. That Mark Zuckerberg didn't never own Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg owns
Facebook.
the Facebook and the Instagrams and the threads.
I'm telling you one thing. I'm refusing to go on Threads. I can't do another app.
Well, I'm never going on Twitter, so I'm on threads, I'm on Spill, I'm on
I never even heard about Spill.
Spill is the black app, is the black owned app. They
Okay, well I'll do that. I'm gonna support.
go
I'll do
I would go
Spill.
to if you go to Spill. Spill is funny. Funny to me.
I love to laugh.
Mhm. Hold
Did
on.
you see my post I posted today where I said if I have to see the cashier, I'm driving off?
The cashier for what?
At the gas pump. Like if the gas pump says see
The
cashier,
cashier. Listen, I sent my kid in the store because who finna go see the cashier? First of all, I tried it too many times and he kept telling me to put my card in, and I put my card in, and then it was like put your thing in, and I was like, I don't want to cancel. So it would ask me for my zip code instead because I'm never putting my debit card number into the gas pump. I'm just never gonna do that.
uh-uh.
So and then it was like your transaction has been canceled. Swipe your card instead. And then when I swiped it, it's like this is a chip card. Stick it in the chip thing. It oh, I
I'm
ain't never
pulling
had
off.
it. Was that, and this only happened to me this one time at the 7-Eleven. And I was like, oh no. And then I gave my card to my kid and it was like, go pay for some gas. Because I'm not who's finna.
I'm pulling off. I'm not going to see the cashier because I don't have time to try to estimate. Do I need $20, 25, 18? Then I don't have time to go in there and make sure I get my change. No,
What change? Ain't no change.
because if I give you 20 and I only pump 18, I need my $2 back.
Now why would you
Because I like to stick my card in there and just fill up, and whatever it's gonna be is gonna be. But
it's
when
a
you got to see the cashier, I gotta be like, give me 20 on 5, and then I really only need 18,
then they
90.
only gonna charge you for 18. They're gonna automatically give you your money back unless you gave them cash.
No, but I need to make sure I don't just trust that automatic. I need a receipt, make sure I'm get my dollar and change back.
Okay.
But that's why I just pull off. If I got to see the cashier, I'm pulling off. Try
I'm
another
going to a
pump, try
different gas station.
another pump or another gas station because I just don't have time.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm.
Well, do you see how much we don't want to talk about Detroit? We don't went off on a
I
whole
really
rant
don't
about
have
the
much
gas.
to say about Detroit. Let's just jump into it. I only remember the last 10 minutes of the show. Abby, if you remember the first 45, let me know.
Okay, so here's what I remember. So they showed the scenes from the last one, and they showed uh Russell saying, "If I didn't know Jesus, I would break every motherfucking bone in
Mhm.
your body." And then we saw Russell and his who he married to. Who was
Kobe.
Russell is married to Kobe. They had the conversation of because I feel like Kobe and Christina like they could exchange each other and they would be the same. So Kobe and Russell talked about that gym situation, and then they also rehashed the influencer
Like,
Kobe Cat situation.
it
Then
seems like Kobe wanted Christina
um,
to be invited. You think so?
and the girl was upset that she didn't. They weren't at the party. Now, and then okay, then we saw Christina meet with the publicist, And the publicist told
Okay.
Christine, she was like, thank you, for reaching out to Christina was like, thank you for reaching out to me. She was like, yeah, I don't just hit up married men without their spouses being involved because that's just not who I'm not on no type of stuff like this. And so apparently Anthony told the publicist that Christina and her ponytail wearing husband don't F with her like that. And Christina was like, well, I've never heard him say that. I don't know that he has said that. We can call him and talk to him.
Remember
But
now.
I don't have an issue with you. I would love to work with you. Ba, 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 ba. We put that to bed. Then we go to Kobe is at her house. She writing thank you cards for the birthday party. She talking to her friend who says, I would have been upset if you didn't thank me after all this hard work we put into doing this party for you.
Okay, let's
What you
pause. You
mean?
wanna you
Did you
wanna
not?
give an opinion on any of this stuff? You just because I don't care about Kobe and her
Okay,
friend.
so I'm getting to it. Hold on.
Okay.
So they have a conversation about the gym situation yet
Mm.
again, and how um that this is what didn't make no fucking sense to me. She said my husband was single for 7 years before we got serious, and he's used to leading and making all of these decisions without considering anybody else's opinion. So he has to unlearn all of that learned behavior. Blah, 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 blah. What? Is that the excuse that you're using for the fact that your husband just do whatever he want with no consideration to you and how his decisions affect you? How long have y'all been married? And how long were y'all in a relationship before y'all got married where y'all didn't make big decisions before y'all got to the altar? Once again, conversations to have before
You go down the aisle.
you go down the aisle. And how we gonna make decisions as a couple, as a family? Of course, you are the head of the household, husband, because that is what it is. But you can't. But you may be the head, but I am the neck in this situation. So you are useless without me. You can't turn your head in no direction unless you use your what? Your neck. What are you talking about, sir? I am the foundation of all of that. You just sitting on the top. That's it. That means that you need to consult me because every decision that you make, financial, business wise, or anything else, affects me as we are together. So you can't. I understand that you have these big ideas and you want to do those things, and that's great. But as your wife, as your helpmate, as your revealer, and as your partner, have the big idea and immediately turn to me in our bedroom and say, I have this idea that I want to da, 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 da. Let me do some research and then I'll bring it back to you. And hey, Tracy, and then we can have the conversation about what it is that we want to do and if this is the direction that we should go in as a unit. Because you're no longer doing things by yourself. And why this has not already been established in your relationship before y'all even got down in front of the preacher and say, I do with you until we die. I don't understand that. I don't get that. But that, child. Hey, oh, not both the Tracys. Come on, both the Tracys. Then after that nonsensical conversation, because I don't understand why you treating this man like he not grown and got full grown capabilities of putting two and two and getting four. Then I think it was I think this is when the men's conversation came in.
They
And
had their
oh no, Brandon was talking Ponytail Man was talking to somebody.
don't
Talk
care.
about some well, we
Oh, he only got 3 spots and he was mad.
Yeah. For the talk about, well, I am the showcase.
Was he talking to Russell?
Okay, sure, honey, if you say so.
Was he talking to Russell? I don't
I
remember who
thought he was talking to Bravo.
he might have been talking to. Bravo.
Because I think when they got to arguing, he said, because I already talked to Bravo and me and him got on the same page. And Bravo over there, like,
He don't care.
niggas
He just
West
wants
and
his
this
check
y'all
for
mess.
using his spot. Whoever gonna sign my check, I don't care. Come in here and use the club. Ugh, this whole show irks me. I don't want to touch on Kobe and Russell's marital counseling sessions that they did not take seriously in the beginning. I don't know. The whole thing, you know how I feel about it. The whole thing is just like, girl, let the man buy the gym, and if he don't hire nobody to sit in it, it's just gonna sit open and vacant. I don't know, because it just wouldn't be me. I don't care. Buy the gym, but I ain't working in it. Period.
Not
Um,
unless there's a hefty paycheck attached to me doing that.
no, I ain't
Now,
doing it.
if you promise me 40K to sit there while I'm doing and I can continue to do whatever it is that I do, because I feel like that whatever she does from home, she can do it that in the gym off. She can fix the gym office up to be a space for her to do whatever she need to do. You know what I'm saying? Multitask. Listen, multiple streams of income. I listen.
No,
Get you a gym brand deal. Put some little gym clothes on. You an influencer. You better call Gymshark and Savage Fenty for some and Yeti for some active wear to prance around in the gym and put some content up, girl, and get a check.
she could.
That's just how my mind works. But who is me?
My mind is very stubborn. I don't want to do it. I ain't doing it. I don't care. Um,
When I say I be done flip that little gym job into 7 checks, child.
I don't care nothing about that happened in the first 45 minutes. Let's start at Bravo in these three spots because I'm reading Anthony at the end of this.
Okay.
So, number one, he said the showcase was going to have 25 spots and he
Mhm.
only had three. But then he turns around and tells Bravo he feel like he should have 10 spots and the DJ have 10 spots. So I said, sir, you was just bitching about nobody sitting through a 25 spot showcase, but you just want to knock down five. I don't want to sit and listen to 20 people hum off keynotes and rap over Jay-Z.
A good five.
Five, that's it. And you
Like,
should
how
really
long are
only
they
be focused
planning on this
on
showcase
one
to
client.
be?
Because I thought really showcases were about one person and they're doing a set to show all these executives their talent. But if
Exactly.
we're doing a showcase with 20 people, who the executives coming there to see? They don't have that kind of time. That sounds like a talent show to me.
Um, I've heard of showcases where there's multiple artists. Like they have a showcase night where you come out and like some people like after they do a showcases after a few weeks. Listen, um, where there's multiple people and you like pay so much to get on to like you can pay to get into a artist
With
showcase.
a slot.
Yeah. So I have seen where it's multiple artists um on the bill for that evening. So it just depends on how long they have the space and if they are talking to like an A&R person and they're having them come into the showcase, then they'll whatever artist it is that they really trying to push, they'll tell the A&R artist the person is going on at such and so time so that they know if they don't want to be there the whole night
The whole
looking through
time.
all the garbage to get to the one person, then to show up at this time to see that particular artist.
Did you see his artist picture on that wall when he was talking about he got all these artists? They kind of look like mug shots to me. No one was smiling. No one was dressed. I thought you get up and do professional headshots when you're an artist and you want to submit pictures. This looks like mug shots he pulled off of Instagram or something and just printed on some regular printer paper and duct tape to the wall.
I'm so glad I did not see the pictures. Friend. Oh my god. No, ma'am. I did not see. No.
And I mean, sorry to them people in them pictures, but that's what. Okay, fast forwarding from that. Let's get to the argument at hand because it was kind of funny to me because it seemed like Anthony had another temper tantrum, and they're just funny to me now. Um, they get to
You called
argument.
Brandon a liar 752 times in that.
Well, number one, let's talk about how everybody there was with the holy book, and they were supposed to be learning the Lord's great word and discussing the scriptures.
Is that what the what is
Remember, it was Bible study. Russell was hosting Bible study. Everybody came with their Bibles, but I didn't hear nothing but a closing prayer after they had all that foolishness. I don't think one of them even cracked.
how did Bible study get derailed into a conversation about bull? How did that
I
even
don't.
happen?
I don't know. But it was supposed to be a Bible study, and it turned into who made the most money win, who got $1 million, does he still have the $1 million, is it his daddy $1 million, is it Latoya's $1 million, can he put his hands on the $1 million, or did he just see a picture of $1 million and thought it was his? I don't know, but
First
that's
of all, who is Anthony's daddy that
I
they think
don't
he got
know.
all this money?
Right, because he made it seem like his family didn't support or want to have nothing to do with him.
They probably don't because he a He-Man woman hater. I don't know.
Look, if I don't want nothing to do with you, I'm not giving you $1 million. That's a lot of
Exactly.
support right there.
That's a lot. Well, not if you got billions. He'll take this 50 cent and go. Thank you, Tracy. Because they
A
Jesus is
Google
below us.
machine.
Because they Jesus is below us, not above us, and they play too much. Yes, Tracy, check the Google machine. Who is his daddy?
Now, who is it? And what did the daddy do? And look, I don't really care nothing about Anthony. He works my last nerve, but when he got up to hollering, well, that's why I got $1 million. You ain't got $1 million. And then what did Brandon tell him, sir? We don't know what you do.
Right.
We
He's
don't
like, none of us know what you do. Ooh, I said, oh no.
And you know when somebody hits you with a touch of the truth, you really get to act in the ass. And I feel like that's what Brandon was doing. Sir, what do you do?
He's when he really started to act up when he said your daddy gave you the money.
That
And
was
that's when he went crazy, talk about his daddy ain't do nothing and he the first one his family to have money. This
how
kind of
you
way.
the
So
first
he
one
don't
in your
know.
family to have money, but your daddy gave you the millions. See, he should have said Latoya gave you that money, and she just put it
That's probably where he got it from. He's
in.
quiet as a skip,
So
loud as
you can feel like you have something.
a
But anyway, that fight was just funny to me because whenever Anthony has to pipe up about being a boss and how much money you have, it just tells me that you're not a boss and that you're broke. Because people with $1 million don't go around shouting that they have it. What was the
Listen,
funniest part?
cause I'll hit you with a very much a needy leaks. I'm very rich, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you talk.
Y'all
I'm
all
very
sitting
rich.
on the same Carlos King show getting the same Oprah Winfrey Network check. No one cares.
Meanwhile, the quietest person in the room is Russell. I think he the one with the
He
with
the
the
one that
money.
got the most money.
Listen, because Russell is like, I didn't got to. I don't have to prove myself to nobody.
Nobody.
Cause I could go to my banking app but put my face in the screen. That's what I thought it said. Okay, continue.
I need to do that because I remember what's in my bank account. Trust.
Listen, I checked my balance. I
Mm,
know what it say.
yeah. And I ain't got to shout it out
Baby,
to nobody because I don't need you to come knock me on my head to try to get it. So,
first of all, and Brandon, it's not because Anthony is soft. For as loud as he is, he real soft. And Brandon knows it. Brandon knows that he's soft. And he can try him. Because when Russell said to Brandon, you better thank God for Jesus. Because I would have broke every bone in your body. Brandon said, man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that.
you don't want a whiff of
None of the smoke.
no, he immediately turned into a ceiling fan. Get away from me.
I'm sorry, man. Listen, it's not my intention to offend you, brother. You know, you my brother. Please don't pummel me.
But see, ain't nobody scared of Anthony. He probably feel like
None, not at all.
we could move the furniture around for Anthony.
Listen, all the furniture can get moved around this bitch fucking with Anthony. But Russell, on the other hand, he said that man's biceps is as big as my thighs. What I'm gonna do with that?
He did look nice doing them sit-ups like that.
He and did. Russell is a nice looking man.
Very handsome. Very
Mhm.
handsome.
If I was gonna do anything with any of them, it would probably be Bravo and then Russell.
Bro.
Because Bravo about his business in the corner.
Bronco just works at his club, sell you a couple of
Listen,
drinks, play you some good music, have a good time, and then he goes home and minds his business.
first of all, Tracy, I'm not going to. I ain't never gonna say that it's too much for in a way a man defends his wife. He told that man keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Okay,
Mm,
that's what you did.
that's what he said.
And that's what he meant. And I'm okay with it. Yes, it did warrant that. It warranted all of that. Cause if my nigga ain't coming behind for me like that, I don't even want him. I don't even cause trust and believe behind my nigga, I'm doing the exact same thing. For because what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna disrespect my husband. Not in my presence.
I
Cause
agree.
it could get there. We can you listen, you wanna be silly, I can be hilarious. Come on in. What you wanna do?
I like that one. I'm gonna write it down. You want to be serious? I'm gonna get hilarious. Okay.
Listen. Cause I don't play about mine like that.
I agree, but let's talk about this publicist. Who do you think is messy? Because
I don't
I
think the publicist is messy because she just tried to figure out what's going on and whether or not she should work with these people because she mentioned working with Christina and Anthony was like, well, they don't even fuck with you like that. They said wop the wop woo. And she was like, oh my God. And she immediately went to the source because that's what I would do. Anthony said, because I'm big, I don't do they said or I heard or da 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 all. No, I was talking to Anthony, and Anthony said that y'all don't fuck with me. So what is happening? What's going on?
okay, and so Christina turned that into I forgot her logic because it didn't make any sense, but she called Russell to say so and so don't fuck with you either. I didn't understand how they brought Russell and Kobe into it with the publicist.
Being nasty.
Very messy, but I think the biggest I don't already called this man out his name all over social media. I'm trying to be nice. But the biggest bitch of them all is Anthony.
Ooh,
Because why did you feel the need to even say anything if you taking care of opulence business? Let it be about opulence business. But you over here talking about so and so don't like so and so. And What's the point of this? If you a boss, I ain't never heard of a boss that start mess. I mean, some of them do. It's some messy bosses out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't understand his point of even bringing that up. And then let's get to the last conversation, because the only part I care about is when Kobe told Christina, look, you couldn't answer your phone to talk about money, but you could get on the phone to call my husband about some mess.
Exactly. Now, how the fuck does that compute?
You too scared to tell me, no, I don't want to
Thank you,
collaborate with
Tracy.
you on the phone, but you ain't scared enough to call my husband and talk about who like who and who don't like who and all this mess.
And then Christina do a complete hissy fit talk about some. Well, it just be on something about her being her feelings, and I just won't talk because it's Christina's time, and she, well, bitch.
Kobe whines too much. Kobe sounds like a eighth grader whining about what time she got to go to bed.
Oh
I
wow,
wish
that's
she would
very
put
specific.
because it's real whiny. Like, don't call my husband. Don't call my husband. Don't you dare call my husband. I'm like, bitch, your husband got a cell phone. His number can be dialed. But what you meant to say is,
Listen, don't call my husband with the bullshit. Because
right. That's
at
what you
this
meant.
point, I have given him carte blanche to cuss you the fuck out. Now he was being nice because he know Jesus, but in the back of his throat lives a thug. That nigga gonna cuss you out. You call him with some bullshit again. Press your luck.
Or
It's
me.
I
Or
can't
me.
or me.
Or me. Like, don't do that. You over here so stressed out. I got so much going on. I didn't have time to call you back. I wanted to speak to you in
But as
person,
soon as there was
but you
some
could
mess,
talk
then you
about
got
mess.
all the time. You got all
Right.
the time. Now you about some business that could profit the both of us if we work it correctly. You ain't got time for that. But some bullshit that ain't finna get us near nickel, you got all the time for that. Okay.
This why this show stresses me out, because these people do utter foolishness. It's just every week
Every
telling them
week.
how dumb they are and how dumb they look. And then you heard they didn't even get 174,000 views. Now I don't know if that's good or
I
not,
reckon
but
there's
it
gonna be
sounds
a season
good.
two. Like something spectacular would have to happen in order for them to get a season two, and I just don't see it.
Maybe the artist admits to
They might get a season two if depending on how long the strike is.
yeah. Yeah.
You welcome, Tracy. We too with 174,000.
I don't think my view counts. Every view doesn't count because Ebby doesn't watch until the day of the review, which is Wednesday. I think for the views to count, you got to watch it at least by Sunday. What is it, 24 hours?
I guess. I don't know.
So you
Oh,
ain't in the
no.
number.
Okay, well, fine.
Ebby not in the number because she don't watch it 2-3 hours ago, max. And if it wasn't for Kamisha doing the review on Sunday, I wouldn't watch it until today evening.
Listen.
And every week I'm trying to convince Abby to do another show. I'm ready to drop it right now, really. But maybe somebody needs to splash somebody in the face with some water. That might help. Um,
Uh-uh.
no.
Maybe. I don't know. Somebody we need something else because on this show. Something we need somebody
Whoever was
likable.
in the house with Anthony in Atlanta, if they move to Detroit and start spilling all the tea, that can get them a second season.
If the man he was living with in
I said whoever. I didn't assign a sex to it. I just said whoever.
Because I feel in my spirit, man, Miss Tanya give off, she'll like a lot of drama. But when I say if you push her, she gonna turn all the way the fuck up. Like
I,
she gonna put everybody to shame. Everybody gonna be like this. Oh,
you saw it when he talking about I'm the one who cut the check for opulence. She was on the edge of it because she was like, you not all the money, because she wanted to check him real quick right then. But then she said, "No, I ain't gonna embarrass my husband on TV." But she just left not all the money, but she really wanted to say, "With my money,
With my dollars, nigga.
you wrote the
Please.
check out of my checking account." That's what she wanted to say. I saw it in your eyes, Dr. Latoya. But yeah, I agree. Anthony gonna go too far, and she gonna cuss his ass out. That might get him a season two. Come out your shell, girl. Come out of your shell. Tracy want to know what other TV show we thinking about.
I don't know. Cause ain't nothing really.
It ain't at the and Evie don't
I know
watch
the
Big.
ultimatum is coming out
The
in
ultimatum is coming back. I wish it was with the queer people again because they were kind of
that queer
entertaining.
one was good. They no, I want to gay the queer and didn't do the gays. Cause the lesbians was out of control. So I know the gays is go, ooh, somebody getting their eyes scrunched, somebody fighting, somebody physically fighting with the gays. So I listen, I'm here for it. I'm ready
Queer,
for it.
Love is Blind queer. You know something? Give us something because they were
Ooh, I
entertaining.
love is blind queer with the gays would be everything.
How many people you think doing a reverse back step, back two step out the door when them things get revealed?
Ooh, I want to say at least one.
At least one.
At least one is gonna be like, oh, it's gonna do like old girl did when she met that boy, and he was like, "You don't blink."
Because she's trying to see if it's something about you she's attracted to. I don't know. That would be
After she
good.
manipulated that boy into picking her, and then she was like, "I don't really." She only wanted him to because she wanted to get chose. That
She
was the
wanted to
only.
be on the show. She wanted to go on the vacation. She wanted to stay on the show. So yeah, she had to get chose. I think that couple is still together. What's that girl name? Was it Bella?
Oh, you want me to put
Beautiful.
in whose names, girl?
It was a weird name. Blessing. Her name was Blessings, wasn't it?
Blessings and I can't
I forgot
remember the man
that
name. Peter?
name.
No,
Lawyer man. They're
he was
still
an
together.
attorney. Yeah,
And I know the Browns are still together because I followed one of them on Instagram and they are just so cute. I really like them. It
right.
might be a good
And
time.
I think the couple from the Connor and the girl from the first season, the interracial couple who we all like,
They're still together.
they're still together and they're going to be the hosts of the new season. They got rid of the other people. We got rid of 98 Degrees and his wife, and they replaced
I
him.
hope they host the reunion too because I need them to get into the mess of the reunion because they messed up the queer people reunion. I needed to hear some more tea about
Right.
Hawaii, the Instagrams. I want to know why everybody on the queer version is broken up.
Child, nobody made it out the queer verse.
Nobody made it.
Nobody made it. I said, oh my God. At
Made it.
least the straights be making it sometimes. Nobody made it out the queer version. I said, golly. I listen, if they did a bi version of the ultimatum or
They
Love is
can be either
Blind,
way.
girl, when I
Good.
say that's gonna be some mess. Ooh, that's gonna be some mess.
Let it be of the ultimatum. Because the ultimatum, I like the ultimatum a little bit better than Love is Blind.
I hate the ultimatum because I don't like the premise.
I don't like the
The
premise
premise
of
is flawed because it ain't nothing but put a ring on it. Jack is it's their jacked up fancier cousin. That's it. That's all the ultimatum is.
maybe put a ring on it should do that. I can't get into put a ring on it
I
because it's
can't get it to put a ring on it because it makes no sense. You're having trouble in your relationship, so in order to fix the trouble that you have in your relationship, you start dating other people. That don't even make sense.
doesn't make sense. Mm-mm. But maybe love is blind because these loving blind people,
Because the Love is Blind people tend to get married and stay married.
they do.
So I listen.
Even them crazy people still married.
If they did a bisexual Love is Blind, where the men and women were talking to each other, and I'm waiting for one person to be like he likes a guy and a girl, and try and figure out who he gonna pick and propose to. Child, that's gonna be a mess. And if
I
I'm
can
gonna pick the
see it.
man over the woman, that girl gonna be devastated. She gonna have to jump off a bridge.
She shouldn't be devastated because she knew what she signed up for. I think everybody should be bisexual.
Yes,
The
I need a
men,
trans Love Is Blind or Queer Love or something. Can we? I would love a lineup of beautiful trans women, and they get their own dating love show with men who are trans attracted.
right.
What? That's gonna be some mess. Ooh, I can't wait.
I would love to see that too. I just want to be entertained.
Carly, not you on Mal. Listen, Mal was everything, and I hope
Which one was Mal?
Mal was the black girl on the
Okay.
ultimatum, the only
With
one who had
Yoli.
goddamn sense on the show.
Right.
And I thought I loved Mal, and I hope that, and if I liked women in that way, I would want to date somebody like Mal. But she got what I got, and I don't like that. So there we are with that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Mal.
that's what I'm saying, Tracy. We just need a bisexual Love Is Blind where everybody is bisexual.
Everybody has
All
to
the
be.
women and all the men. Everybody is bisexual. And just throw them
And
in
they
there
just
and
talk
see
to
what
everybody.
happens. Put it in the blender and see what come out.
Just talk to
It's
everybody and
gonna
see.
be mess. It's
Yes.
gonna be mess. Oh, I can't wait.
But I
But
don't think people's
ooh, let
feelings
me
should
do
be
a
hurt because they knew what
bisexual.
they signed up for.
Listen, I need a bisexual ultimatum where all of the people are bisexual. So when they go to the choosing ceremony, they can either choose a man or a woman, depending despite who they came in with. Child, let some man be getting the ultimatum from his girlfriend and he choose for his trial marriage a man. Drama.
He
Take
might
one.
need to see. He might need to see.
He might need to see that the grass is not greener on the other side and he don't pick up his underwear off the floor.
True. We're trying to give y'all some ideas, Netflix. Get on it.
We would like a check. Cut us a check. Thank you.
Please cut me one. Because Biden not forgiving these loans and
Because
every
if
little.
you because if you could give Monique a check for that shitty ass damn thing she did, you can definitely give us a check for these good ideas. For that damn
5 minutes was all. Monique, you had all the
you
black
owe
people.
us you owe us
You
our
owe
time
me my time, my
because it
tweet.
was not funny, beloved. 6 months later and I'm
You
still looking
didn't
for the check.
deserve $20 for that special. Nevertheless, 20 million.
Say it again.
And I like Monique, but that was trash.
I'm a fan of Monique and I was rooting for her and I wanted to laugh and I'm still waiting.
I wanted to laugh. I
I'm
couldn't get
still
past.
waiting. 6 months later, I am still waiting to laugh.
I think the issue with the special is Monique comes to Memphis all the time to this small comedy club called Chuckles. And every
Mhm.
time she comes to Chuckles, I'm there, VIP. So I've seen most of her material because, they try their material out in the small clubs.
Right.
And then I hadn't heard the special ed jokes, but I was trying to work my way through it to get to the stuff that I did hear so I could see if it was funny. But I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes. I'm like, ma'am, this is not funny. And
It
since I
never got
already know what
funny.
you're gonna
It
say at
never,
the
I
end,
watched
I
the
just
whole thing. It never got funny. It never got funny.
that's how I felt. I said, if I can't get through the beginning, I already know what you're gonna say at the end. So let me just turn it off.
I was just like, where are the jokes at?
But anyway, we done with the Detroit people because
Oh,
we
we
done
did
start
one
talking about
again.
Monique and Netflix and everything else. Yeah, let's be done with them. They said a man might blow the whole show up.
Oh, I said if a man get chose for the bisexual situation and he don't get chose.
I feel like before y'all experiment with the bisexual, that's a lot of moving parts. Just give us the queers with the
with the
gays.
gays. Okay, let's do the gays first, and
Do
then
the gays first,
I feel like the gays is gonna be messy as oh I can't ooh.
but at least everybody is the same because the bisexual you might end up with an uneven match depending on who picked. That's too many moving parts to try to figure out. But I say let the men have a chance with the ultimatum or even love is blind, whichever one. But let's get into Lizzo. Have you heard about this lawsuit that Lizzo has been hit with?
Yes,
Do you need me to read the details or can we just get into it?
we can get into it.
Okay, because I listened to a couple of interviews Lizzo did in the past. I read the details. I don't want to say anything that will get my little YouTube channel canceled, but I don't understand how
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just read the comments. What
what
Tracy meant was let the woman leave her man for a woman on national TV, and that man gonna blow the whole show up.
he should his ego will be
Ain't
very,
go, ain't go let it stand. Ain't not.
but I don't know. I don't think he'll blow the show up. I think his ego will just be hurt because he can't get in another woman's face.
Show can't. So he probably try because men don't have if they don't have nothing else, they got the audacity.
They do have a whole bunch of that.
I feel like it was on sale at the Kroger, but that's another conversation. So Lizzo and this captain of hers,
I'm confused because the captain is just trying to bring everybody to Jesus, and Lizzo has a freaky side, and she just wants y'all to come be freaks with her. I don't understand why you couldn't say no.
me either. I don't get it either.
I don't because I feel like it ain't a job in this world that's gonna make me eat a banana out of another woman's vagina.
Nope.
And if I get fired, I just get fired because I'm just not doing it. Now I have heard of situations where women have done some things that were against their sexuality for a dance opportunity. I have heard of that in my real life, not with fake people, but with people I know. So I understand people doing things that they don't want to do for an opportunity, but I don't feel like you can say you forced me to do it. I just feel like you did something you didn't want to do because you wanted to dance with Lizzo.
Right. Ain't no way. I just feel like there's just certain things that I'm not gonna do as a person, but I have enough self confidence to be like, hell no. When Miss Millie asked, do you want to be my maid? It's very much hell no. I said hell no. Very much that. So I listen, I don't know.
Not all the way back to the color purple.
Listen, friend. You want to be my maid? Come work for me? Hell no. Touch this lady's kitty at this strip club? Hell no. Same, same. Hell no. I don't want to do it. And you can't make me. And you will call me a stick in the mud and all the names that you want to. What you're not going to do is force me to do anything. I'm my own person. I'll be a stick in the mud. I'll be that.
I understand the very limited opportunities of plus size dancers. I just don't, I don't know. Maybe someone can educate me if I'm saying it wrong. I just don't think somebody can force you to do something that you don't want to do. Unless Lizzo said to you, eat this banana or you fired, or she shoved
But
your
it
head.
wasn't even Lizzo with the banana. That
It
was
was
that religious lady.
it was the what?
It was the captain with the banana.
I thought it was Lizzo because Lizzo was cool.
Lizzo was at the it went to the strip, forced him to go to the strip club and touch the stripper.
I feel like nobody can force you unless she grabbed your hand and put it there. But if she said touch her titties and you touch them because you scared to tell Lizzo no, to me that's not force. I don't know.
What it
That's
sounds
the
like to me is there's a lot of people who ain't never had the pleasure of telling your boss go to hell. That's what it sounds like to me. I used to think of new and inventive ways to tell my boss to go to hell. Every time he came by my desk, I told him to go in the express elevator and press H for hell. I told him to slide up underneath hell. Listen, I tell him hell is a great place that you could visit. Please go away from my desk. Thank you.
not everyone has your blunt and straightforward personality.
That's what I'm saying. People haven't had the pleasure of telling their boss to go to hell.
I
And
don't
it
think
shows. It
have I
shows.
ever told a boss to go to hell? I'm trying to think. I
Listen,
have said no. I probably
it's a
said in a
beautiful
nice way,
thing.
like I can do that tomorrow, or just ignore your email. I don't know. They said the banana was Lizzo. I don't know.
I
A
don't
part of
know. And
me,
at this point I've stopped caring. I don't even care.
you never care. A
I do
part of
not.
me doesn't think it's in Lizzo's character because I just love Lizzo so much. So I'm like, you're not supposed to call people liars, but I just want to hear the other side of the story because there's always another side. And sometimes with these celebrities, you never know what people do behind their closed doors. But, mm, and I'm saying this all allegedly because I don't know what they was doing with the bananas and stuff. But I find it weird that the lady wants to bring everybody to Jesus, but she the main one wanting to go out and do all the freaky stuff.
What is uh being religious got to do with being a freak? You can be both at the same time. Trust me, I know. You can be both at the same time. Did you freeze up on me? Did I freeze up on you? I think she's frozen. Ma'am, is it me? Hello? Lord, Lizzo done threw her off. Jesus, fix it, Holy Ghost. Ma'am? Oh yeah, it's definitely her. It's not me. No, you froze, then you disappeared. Lord, y'all. Okay, so yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out, y'all. So while I wait for her to come back so we can get into the wait, hold on.
Okay, are we back?
Yes, you're back. Welcome back.
It kicked me completely out and it said you have no internet. And then it came back up and was like, okay, your internet is back. And I was like,
No, my
just
internet never went anywhere. You play games with my emotions.
right. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, we're back. Abby, you haven't seen this picture.
Mm-mm.
So I want to show. Wait, damn it, the picture don't went away. Let me pull it back up.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Now this man spent $40,000. Oh, okay, 20,000. I was exaggerating, but 20,000 is still too much to look like a dog. Look at him.
I know you motherfucking lying to me. That can't be true.
It is. There's a video. I ain't really learned how to screen record and upload the videos yet. But it is true. He walks around as a dog. He rolls over. You could rub his belly. I don't know how he eats or use the restroom, but he's in that costume. And he's a dog now. And other dogs come up and smell and bark at him, trying to figure out what's going on.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Uh-uh. The white people got way listen, this is when you have way too much money and nobody to tell you not to do some stupid shit.
Way too much money. I could do a whole bunch of things with $20,000. The last thing that would ever come to my mind is want to be a dog. Like the lady right there had him on a leash and was walking him. I wish I could have showed you this picture. I came across it on Instagram where the people in it's either China or Japan. I want to say China were mad suing the zoo talking about we know it's people in them bear costumes and it's people standing up like this, like Yogi Bear in a bear costume, trying to get the people to engage with the bears at the zoo. And they like, we know those not real bears. Then the video is on Instagram. I can't figure out how to screen record and share on StreamYard yet. But there's a video. Go to Hollywood Unlocked. There's a video.
I don't even know.
He could be a furry, but furries just usually like to put on little costumes and have sex. Like he wants to be a dog. You already over it, Abby?
I just
I want to know, is this something he could come in and out of every day? Like, is it just a $20,000 costume, or is he really like? How long do you stay in this, sir? Mm, you could find anything on. It's people are a mess. How about this? Another hating ass boss who probably built like a bowling ball told this lady that yes, you have on the right uniform, but it needs to be a bigger size because she has too much shape.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yeah, you have on the right attire. You came to work dressed appropriately, but you need bigger clothes because you have too nice of a shape. Hmm. Now this is where they need to turn into Ebby and tell their boss to go to hell. Would you say it professionally or just go to hell?
No, ain't no professional. Ain't no professional. Ain't no professional. You can you can literally suck my dick. What you mean? I need to wear bigger clothes cause your dick is hard. Cause my pants fit the way they supposed to. That's not what that got to do with me. And I'm calling the EEOC. I'm calling the DJOP. All the alphabets because what it's not gonna be Costco's. It's gonna be Ebby's when I'm done. Cause what you mean?
Yeah, that is a lawsuit. That does sound kind of
Not you
legal.
dressed appropriate and you in uniform. Your clothes are appropriate. We just your body just bodying. I don't
Right.
know what you want me to do with that, sir. What do you want? What would you like me to do? Because this is the body that the Lord gave me. So I don't. Clearly, I work at Costco, so I didn't buy this body. So This is the God that I serve. This is what he gave me to work with. So I don't, what you want me to do with this?
And then he said you have the wrong body shape. So it sounds like a non-melanated person, someone who isn't very curvy.
Just because I don't look like an ironing board in the back.
Not an ironing board in the back. Okay, real quick. This did you see this man right here? He took a
Mm-mm.
drug test and it came back that he was pregnant. Now, at first, I said, okay,
Is he trans?
it's trans. They letting the trans play basketball, but no, he got a female's pee for his drug test.
Be yeah,
And when they
be
tested it, they
careful.
was like, "Oh, he pregnant." I'm sure it was a lot of questions going on in the coach's office, but
I'm sure.
like, what's going on here? But that was the first thing I thought. I was like, okay, they
That was
inclusive.
my first thing. Oh, he trans.
They
Okay.
letting everybody play on this team, but they said no.
I
So
understand basketball. I could see how that would happen. That you somebody trans could make it onto a professional team because it's basketball.
I
But
could
you
see
mean to
too.
tell me that you went to pay for P to pass a drug test and you didn't even the person you bought the pee from, you didn't make sure it was boy pee and not girl pee?
The way I read the article, it sounded like it was a female friend that gave it to him, and so he could pass the test. But it's not a false story. If you know you got your drug test coming up, just don't smoke. Maybe I don't know, but I agree with Abby. Get the same sex pee. Let's see what other stories I got to talk about with Abby before. I gotta wait till Abby get off the phone because I know she got a good answer for this. But let's see what y'all answers are in the chat. Now, as you can see, this is just a Twitter question that I came across, and I just wanted to know Abby's response. It says, "What is the pettiest reason you stopped talking to a guy?" And then this lady said, "I don't consider it petty, but on our third date, he told me he ordered dishes with shrimp in it after I told him I was allergic because he didn't like sharing his food, and women always want to taste your food." So she dumped him because he ordered something that she was allergic to, and she just assumed he was going to share his plate. Okay.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't stop talking to you like that after that because I wasn't never sharing my food, so I wasn't ever going to ask you to share your food with me. So you don't have to worry about that with me. Let me be very clear. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is share my food with you. So I'm never gonna ask you. I never ask you to do anything that I'm not willing to do. So if I'm not willing to share my food, I'm never gonna ask you for yours. Well, let's start there. I was never sharing my food.
But
Don't
it
come
seems
up.
like she is.
I'm dead serious. You would have to be one of my grandchildren in order for me to share something with you.
I don't mind sharing. I
No,
just
because
don't
I'm not gonna share my.
because I'm
Don't
always
ask me for
asking
anything
my
on my food.
husband let me taste what he got if he orders something different than me.
I'm never no, I'm not asking you for anything on your plate.
I just asked him
What
earlier today.
people what I really hate is when people ask you as they're putting their fork towards your plate, like it's a foregone conclusion that I'm gonna share my food with you. That's the quickest way to get smacked and cussed out fucking with me.
You should
Don't do
ask
that.
first. Well, do you have your pettiest reason for stopping talking to somebody
Um no, because if I stop talking to you, it's for a real reason.
for a real reason?
Mhm.
I don't know if this is a petty reason, but I was dating this guy and he was really, really nice. And we went out for dinner and he was telling me about the fun things his family likes to do.
Mhm.
He was like, we love to read the newspaper and like guess newspaper article story, something. And I just felt like it was so nerdy. This is back in my 20s when I just couldn't be bothered. And I was like, delete number out the phone. I ain't got time to read the newspaper and play newspaper games. And so
Did he ask you to play their reindeer games with you, Helen? Or
he
was
did.
he just
I,
saying that's something that they like to do?
he did not ask me to play, but I figured if I ever went over there, I would be asked, and I didn't want to play. So I just canceled that before we got to the asking.
Not on the assumption that you would be forced to play the reindeer games with his family. Okay. No, like, mm-mm, mm-mm.
He was a little bit older because if I was in my 20s, he was probably in his 30s, and I probably was like, I'm still out here popping it, having fun. I ain't got time to sit around with your family and read newspapers. I will cancel this budding relationship. No, thank you. So that was my reason. You say everybody has a good reason to be canceled for
That
you.
I talk to, like, mm-mm. Like, I've never been like, oh, well, no, because there's one guy I went to his house to hang out with him, and I was like, yeah, I'm I'm never
Was
coming.
his house nasty?
Yeah, it was very bachelory. I was like, oh, I'm never coming. Oh no. And then there's one dude. I was like, I will visit you like his house. Every time I went over there, I was like, absolutely, and I'll be back. Absolutely. Every single time you ask me, the answer will be yes. I will be back here.
I have a lot of dating stories from Atlanta because I feel like you go through the most bullshit in Atlanta. But
I ain't never been in Atlanta day to see. I don't even feel like that's my speed. Like, I would just be single if I lived in Atlanta.
well, let
Because
me
I just
tell you, I had ran into a guy who played for the Atlanta Falcons, and he wasn't a big. He was what they call a base contract player, like
okay.
so. I don't even remember his name, but he told me to my face that my day was Tuesday. Like he had a girl for each day of the week. And he said, you Tuesday. Because I kept wondering, like, why you only invite me over on Tuesdays? And he was like, oh, your day is Tuesday. And I was like, oh, hell no. And
I'd have
then,
been like, oh, so your Tuesdays are open now, and I'm leaving. Thank you.
right, because after he told me that, I didn't talk to him again. But I also found it strange that every time I came to his house, he'll be like, can you wash, the dishes in the sink? Now, mind you, it was only like one plate, one fork. But I'm like, why I gotta come over here and wash your couple of dishes in the sink? Like, I ain't the maid. And he told me straight up, because I was like, can we hang out on the weekends? And he was like, your day is Tuesday. And I was like, okay, well, no, thank you.
Right.
It's a lot of bullshit that go on in the Atlanta dating scene. I had a guy ask me to do a threesome, and in my mind, I was my son up here, but he grown. I was considering until he showed me a video. He was like, "Let me show you what we do in the threesomes." So he showed me his threesome video, and then I realized he was cheating on me because in the video it was the same apartment I had just moved him into. So I was like, how you doing a threesome in this apartment and I just help you move in, put the pictures on the wall, make up your bed? Like, how you showing me a threesome of the bed I just made up and I just helped you move in there? That's how unbright he was. He wasn't very bright.
Man, they're so stupid.
Very stupid.
It's so fucking bitch. Go directly to hell. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just
Right,
go
because I'm
straight
looking
to
at
hell.
the video and I'm like, damn, that apartment looked familiar. And then I'm like, I just helped you. Like, what the fuck you doing? I just helped you move into this apartment. What are you showing me here? Men
Wow.
are very dumb. Atlanta men are very bold. And I don't recommend dating in Atlanta, but people get married every day in Atlanta. And I guess there's some good ones out there.
Child, that's not where the Lord is leading me. So, amen.
You had any wild dating stories like that?
Mm-mm. Not really, no, because I was married and then I was in a wait. I went from relationship to relationship. I haven't really been
You
dating.
haven't been through a dating
No,
phase.
this is my first time being adult in dating because I started dating my son's father at 16 and at 15 and dated him up until I was 18. And then I was single for a while and then I dated my daughter's father and we got engaged. And then I found out he was a liar and that ended. And then I dated, and then I found started. I was alone for a couple years, just me and the two kids. And then I met my husband, and we were married. We were together 12 years, 12, and then we were married and together for 10, and then we separated. And then I met my boyfriend, my ex boyfriend, and then we were together for like 3.5 years. And then I've been single ever since. Now I've been in situationships and things, but I haven't been in a full blown relationship since my ex boyfriend.
Okay.
So, so this is the
Have
first
done
time.
if you
This
saw
is
the sex tape and realized what would you have done if you saw the sex tape and then realized that it was a cheatation tape because that was the apartment you just helped decorate him move into?
did you have any of your things there?
No, because I had my own apartment because I was a single mom, so I didn't really do that. I had my own apartment and
Okay.
he had just moved into his new apartment. And you know, as a girlfriend, I'm helping you make the bed, put stuff on the wall, put a little feminine touch. And then you realize in the tape, wait a minute, this is a little bit too familiar.
It depends on how much I actually like this man. It'll determine my because one part of me would be like, okay, bet, and then I would have politely got up, grabbed my purse, and then blocked him as I was walking down the stairs to my car. And then there would have been the long con part of me who would be like, let's do a threesome, but I would like the threesome to be with another man, and then just fuck the other man in front of him and then left. You know, that's me. And also blocked him as I was on my way downstairs after the threesome. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. But it's just
I was on the okay bet, I'm gonna get the get back. And then I think I told him that I cheated on him, and then it just went into a nasty place where I was a little bit scared because I didn't know if it was gonna get violent or not. So then I eventually just let it go because I was like, I don't really want to fist fight about it. But the Atlanta days were a mess, but they were fun. They were fun.
um,
Okay. Anything else on here that I want us to discuss before I go run and watch Big Brother? We talked about the dog. Did you ever give your answer on TikTok about who wore it best?
who or what?
This green dress I put on TikTok. Sheree or Kenya?
I prefer Sheree's titties. Whose face is that? That Sheree from what? Who? Who's Sheree? Who?
That is her new face.
That's she by Sheree.
That's she by new face. Yes.
She don't even look like herself.
I believe this is her new face, and then she probably put a filter on top of that. But but okay. We not I'm tired of talking about Sheree face. But yes, that's her. And then did you have any 2 cents about Gucci pressing charges on Selena for that fight on Bell Collective?
So now you press. My question would be: Is are were you pressing charges if you had won the fight, or are you only pressing charges because she whooped your ass?
She's
Why?
only pressing charges because she got her ass whooped. But I feel like from the video that I saw with my eyeball, she also started the fight.
Exactly. So if there's video evidence, beloved, you gonna lose. So I just
I mean, it's not our fault. It's not Selena's fault that your swing didn't connect. You swung first, and then she whooped your ass.
right,
And
not you suing because you lost, daughter. But I don't like So Gucci. She tacky and rude. So
I don't like So Gucci either. I liked her last season, but this season she doing too
no,
much, and
I
she
don't
don't
like a
take
lot
care
of
of
things.
her business. She don't take care of her business. She don't have her clients sign paperwork, and then she cry when they go to somebody else.
Which don't even make no damn sense.
Mm-mm.
Okay, honey.
All right. Well,
Big
that's
brother is on, and that's all she care about. So we gotta go.
right. I got a couple of. See, I like to fast forward a little bit, so I don't mind watching the show late because I gotta go find me something to eat,
Well,
and I
probably
can't
I'm
watch.
having chicken and French toast. So that's what we're having for dinner.
That's kind of like chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
And then before I wind down, I gotta take my makeup off, put my glasses on. Like I gotta get fully relaxed before I can watch TV. So it'll probably be another hour before I actually watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, well, we're not too big enough. Then. I'm gonna find something to watch on the YouTubes or on Netflix or something, and eat my chicken and French toast and go to bed. I already have to wash my face. My face is already clean because makeup didn't happen today,
You
unfortunately.
cooked or door dashed?
It's Uber Eats. I think we're doing today
Oh, okay.
from Cracker Barrel.
Oh, Cracker Barrel not close to my house. That's a 15-minute drive.
Child.
So I do want some pancakes. That do sound kind of good.
Don't it though? Because our show was gonna have Cracker Barrel tomorrow morning for breakfast, but my daughter's treating me for dinner, so
Okay, that's nice. Well, me and Abby will be back next Wednesday.
to talk
Yes.
about how much we don't like this show.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna read Anthony a little bit more and the ponytail, the
I don't
prior.
like that Brandon either.
Brandon is the ponytail or the puff. We use
Child.
it as a puff. I don't know, but we're gonna get through Love and Marriage Detroit since we started it, or we might drop it once the ultimatum come on. I can't predict, but
Could be. I'm gonna look on Netflix and see if I can't find a show for us to watch.
something has to be more interesting than them arguing over this showcase and
Baby, something.
something and who got the most Instagram followers. I don't care. I don't follow neither one of y'all.
And that's all for us tonight. Good night.
Happy Big Brother premiere night.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Now I gotta watch the stupid Big Brother. I ain't watched it in so long, Jesus.
Abby, if you watch it, I'm gonna make you talk about it.
Oh, now she gonna make me talk about it.
Because I'm gonna ask you about it.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Next Wednesday, same time, same place. Like, comment, share on both channels. And if we late, just know we coming.
Right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.